Okay, all right. This is how to set up a radio account. So you log into your reseller account using your login details, and then once you are in, you see this will be empty. This is showing what um, account you have set up. You really don't have much to do here. The work is here. New account. That is what you want to do. So you click on new account. You can choose manual entry. You go on server type. We are using Icecast. Auto DJ type. You choose the ICC, and then you click on create. Now the username is the username the person will use to access the radio. So in this case, we are setting up a trial radio just for trial version. So I'm going to call it trial radio. Host name is supposed to be if the person has a website or not, but you can just use trial radio.com. It must always have a .com at the back. Stream title, that is the title of the radio or the name of the radio station. So we are calling this trial radio. Now, under this username, there cannot be space. It's going to be one single word. Under stream title, you can put space. The email address here will be the email address of the person or the client that you are setting up the radio for. So in this case, since we are just setting up a trial radio, we are going to use our email address for our work. So if the person has a name of the organization or not, you can leave it blank and you can put something there. If they have a website, you can put it there also. If they don't have, you can just leave that also. Source password, I advise you make this and this the same. Now, source password is simply the password that they will use to connect with live streaming. Administrator password is the password that is needed to log in into their account. Most times I do recommend to leave it the same so that it's easy. You don't have multiple password. But if you want, you can use multiple password, but we do recommend that you use only the same. All right, so I'm going to give this one a password. Okay. So once it shows at least green, it means that the password is strong enough. These ones, you leave them as they are. Under the limits, this is where you determine the size of the radio you're giving out, the size of the bandwidth, the maximum number of listeners. So since we are doing a trial version, we're going to make this one 20. Maximum bit rate, we leave it at 128. That's the maximum, the byte rate, the rate go. Transfer limit here, it's about how much of this data space on the internet, as far as the radio is working, can they occupy. So we can always leave this one. This is 1,500. We can make it to be 3,500. And then this quarter is going to talk about the size of the hard disk, the space they have on the on the AutoDJ, where they can upload or store their content. I'm also going to leave that at 3,500. It's a trial version. All right. So once you're done with that, you leave it. AutoDJ. Here you leave this like this for now. You leave it like this for now. We're coming back here when we finish setting up the radio. Every other thing remain the same. Every other thing, you don't really need to touch it. And then you just click on create. If everything is okay, it will create for you. So now it will give you the name, the trial, the username. This is the username. of the radio. This is your IP. This is your port number. You need to save this right there because you will need this information for accessing the radio as well as setting up the live streaming platform. So with that, you are done. And the next thing to do is just click on return. So you see here that you have your first radio. It's not working yet. You just created it. You need to go and activate it. What do? You come over here, this button right here. You click on it. It will bring you right into the radio. So this is where your client will see when they log in. This is where they will see when they log in. So right here, you have to go in first so that you activate the radio before you give it to them. So you click on setting, and under the setting, you now go to AutoDJ to go and enable it. Permitted and enable. Permitted and enable. So now the AutoDJ is enabled. You see that is enabled. So right now you can see the AutoDJ is here. So before you start the radio, you have to upload content. So you go to file, at least one or two, upload. So find an MP3 sound on your computer that you can put on the radio, because without that the radio will not start. You can't activate it without an audio content, at least one. So you need to have at least one audio content, MP3 version. MP3, it must be in MP3. It must be in MP3. So I'm just trying to look for something generic on my computer. Let's see if I can find an audio, MP3 audio. All right. So now I'm going to put this right there. Upload. You see, this is the progress bar. Once it is done, you will not find this there anymore. So you see file progress. Once it's done, it's still processing it. So we have to wait for the processing to be over. Now you see it's complete. Then it will go off. Then you can close. Right here you have that which you've uploaded. So right here you just uploaded to the server. You need to assign it to where it's going to play. So you go to media, and under media, anytime you come to media, make sure you click on options, browse by folder. Options, browse by folder. That will open up every content you have uploaded on the server. Right here you click and drag it. Drag it. You drag. It's dragging. Drag it. You can drag as many as you have here into any of this playlist here. So you are done. You can go to return, and now you are good to start the radio. You see that stream started successfully. If it didn't work, you have missed a step. So you can follow this video back. So now you see something is already playing, but this is showing like this. Don't worry, just refresh the page, because all of this is supposed to be green. So it's gonna, once this is showing, this is working. Once this is showing, this is working. So, but we just need to refresh. Sometimes you go out and come in again before it shows you that something is working there. So that is how to, and okay, if you want to check if it is truly working, you click on quick links. You can click on this, just a test to see. Um, let's see again. That's supposed to be green. Okay, it's now green. You see, it's now green. So the radio is working. Everything is in order the way it's supposed to be. You see stream name here now playing. It's showing us also here. For some reason, this thing is not activated. It's I think it's a flash player, but flash player is not activated on this computer. But once this is showing, it is playing. Once this is showing you, it is playing, now playing. So that is what is playing on the radio. And here also you get more information of the stream name or the stream URL, or they call it host name. This is the server port, and that's what you need to really set up live streaming. But right now the radio is working. So that's how to set up radio on your reseller account. So you can go out if you want to check. You see this is green, the radio is working. Now if you want to check the information we put, what do you send to the person? The name of the radio is trial radio. That's the username, and the password is the one I created. Where I told you to put password. So whatever password you put in there, that is what you use here. And then that's how you enter. This is how they will enter their radio platform to see how to work it. We have some other tutorials that will guide them through how to operate their control panel. You can check that out. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any question, you can reach out to us at info@powercasthost.com or info@visionpowerng.com. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful time.